Now Eurovision's here again, and so you better write a song with a tune and a beat, making sure that it's only 3 minutes long. You already know that the whole blooming show is only a wind-up, and now you've got to form a group, appeal to everyone you can, with a cross between the Rolling Stones and Brotherhood of Men, with 4 who can sing plus 2 in the wings. It's only a wind-up. Don't let the other artist take you from behind. Don't get too excited until you know the check's been signed. And then you gotta buy nice clothes and show them how to dance around. Then halfway through the act, the boys will pull their trousers down. But then you see that there's nothing to see. It's only a wind-up. And then you gotta have a change of key, and now they're singing out of tune, 'cause the band isn't playing it quite the way it did this afternoon. I wish they could mind, 'cause it's all out of time. It's only a wind-up. The boats are going your way, and Wogan's steering hard. But still watch out for Norway, they're only 90 boats behind. And then you get another change of tune. Oh, I want to punish myself. And now you're gonna have a hit, and though it's all a piece of cake, the group wants a much bigger share of the money that you're gonna make. You're even more sure than you were before. It's only a wind-up. It's only a wind-up. It's only a wind-up.
That's brown ale.
Radio. There's nothing to look at, no pictures.
Listen, you can do things on radio you couldn't possibly do on TV.
That'll be the day.
All right, watch this. Okay, people, and now when I give you the cue, I want the 700-foot mountain of whipped cream to roll into Lake Michigan, which has been drained and filled with hot chocolate. Then the Royal Canadian Air Force will fly overhead towing a 10-ton maraschino cherry, which will be dropped into the whipped cream to the cheering of 25,000 extras. All right, cue the mountain. Cue the Air Force. Cue the maraschino cherry. Okay, 25,000 cheering extras. Now, you want to try that on television?
To find out how radio advertising could work for your company, ring the Radio Air sales team on leads 452299. Or turn to the full rate card and programming details on page 595362 of Prestel.
Radio is a very special medium because it stretches the imagination.
Doesn't television stretch the imagination?
Up to 21 inches, yeah.
Advertise with Radio Air. It could move mountains.
Scargill, he said, do you think that your day of action will have any impact on this government? He said, Mrs. Thatcher is away in Japan, as you know. He said, do you think it will have any impact upon her? I'll tell you what I replied. I said, the sooner that Mrs. Thatcher stops larking about with sumo wrestlers and gets to grip for the problems here, the better for all concerned.
Mr. Scargill went on to make sure no one was in any doubt as to how much support his union were offering the health workers.
The National Union of Mine Workers have no intention of keeping their noses out of this dispute. We recognise our obligations to a section of the working class least able to help themselves.
And he quickly dismissed the government's stance on the health workers' pay claim.
They're telling me there's no money. They ought to be prosecuted for deception. We're afloat with money. We're sitting on an island with 1,000 years of coal, surrounded by a sea full of fish, full of North Sea oil to last us for 40 years. We've got an abundance of the potential to produce agriculture for our needs. It takes a genius to create havoc out of that, but this one of a genius
Finally, Mr. Scargill made no secret of the fact that he was hoping for an early general election in the hope of bringing down the Tory government, and the 2,500 in Leeds Town Hall who rose to give him a standing ovation obviously had similar hopes.
Early in the day, there was a major rally in Wakefield.
Stand together, today, tomorrow and any other day, in support of the health service workers. We not only win their dispute, but in the process, we win a fight for the whole of the British labour movement. And if we do that, we can begin the campaign from today, and we should make no apologies for it, to create the conditions for an early general election to get rid of the Tories, elect a Labour government pledged to a socialist policy. I salute you.
And as thousands took part in yesterday's day of action...
I'll give you a clue. It used to be number one. So you're all thinking, what used to be number one? I can't remember.
Well, who do you reckon it is?
Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons.
No. Caller number 2. Any ideas?
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears and Change?
Yes.
It isn't. Caller number 3.
Yeah?
Yeah, you. Any ideas?
No, but I've got number 3 on it.
Come on, quick answer. Any ideas who it is?
Shall I say Phil Collins?
Oh dear, I don't think she's very bright. Caller number 4, any ideas?
Eddie Grant.
Eddie Grant? No. This is the Sliver. Caller number 5 is up to you. Any ideas?
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison. No. That's the piece of music. If you know, in the Fast and Furious competition, round 2 for today. If it's not guessed by the 5 callers, it'll go up to 2 albums for tomorrow. This is the Sliver once again. Okay, then caller number 1. Any ideas?
Rocker's Revenge.
Rocker's Revenge? It isn't Rocker's Revenge. Hey, quiet, chicken. Caller number 2. Any ideas?
No.
No. No. Caller number 3.
George Benson, Love Time.
Not even George Benson, wrong artist. Caller 4.
Dire Straits.
Caller 5. It's up to you. This is the Sliver once again. Okay, caller 5.
Is it Barbara Jones?
Barbara Jones. And?
Just when I needed you most.
Oh. Not even close. Caller 1. Any ideas?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. Not Phil Collins. Caller 2. This is the piece of music. Any ideas?
Bobby Thurston, Check Out the Groove.
No. I love that sound effect. Makes you thirsty for some strange reason. Caller 3.
Kid Creole.
Kid Creole. I got that one. Caller 4. Any ideas?
Yeah, Down Under, Men at Work.
No. Caller 5 is down to you.
Electric Avenue, Eddie Grant.
What the first caller reckons it is. Hello?
House of Fun, Madness.
This is the music. Okay, caller 2.
Madness at our house.
Oh. No, it's not Madness at all. Caller 3. Any ideas?
Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh. No. Caller 4. Any ideas?
You.
Hey?
Musical Youth.
Musical Youth. What a shame. Listen to it once again. Listen carefully. That's it. Caller number 5.
Is it imagination or just an illusion?
Getting warmer. But not quite warm enough, yeah?
Stevie Wonder, Superstition.
No. Caller 2. Any ideas?
Musical Lights, Imagination.
Caller 3.
Wham Rap Wham.
Caller 4.
Culture Club, do you really want to hurt me?
I like that sound effect. That's a piece of music. Final caller. It's up to you. Any ideas?
Imagination, Body Talk.
It certainly isn't.
Paul Simon, 50 ways to leave your life.
You gathered that was wrong. Caller number 2?
Is it Madness, House of Fun?
No. Caller 3?
Looks as if you can't stand the heat.
Listen to it again. That's a sliver. Right, caller number 4.
Cool and the gang, get down on it.
Cool and the gang, get down on it. You're right. Well done. How do you manage that?
Pardon?
How do you manage that?
Oh, well, he's brilliant. You don't watch all these programmes, Top of the Pops and what have you.
Well, all there was this.
Oh, no, I'm a brilliant musician, you know.
Oh, yeah. What's your name?
Elaine Wall.
Elaine? Do you want to say hello to anyone, Elaine?
Pardon?
Oh, do you want to say hello to anyone?
Well, I'd like to say hello to my family and my father and Andrew.
I'm flabbergasted here, you know.
Oh,
I didn't think anyone was going to get that.
Pardon?
I didn't think anyone was going to get that.
Oh, I know. You're not good enough, you see, on radio air. We've got these stickers all about our house. You know, I thought we were never going to get on.
Well, you have done. You've won yourself 3 albums.
Oh, lovely.
That's made your day, hasn't it?
It has.
Excellent. OK, then, Elaine, we've got your address, haven't we?
No, I don't think you've got my address.
Oh, we've got your phone number. We'll give you a call back in just a moment, OK?
Right.
Right,
Bye-bye.
cheers. Bye. That's Elaine. And she won. All I gave her was that. OK, call in the gang and get down on it. See what I mean?
I've just been into McDonald's Hamburger Emporium.
Who?
Yeah, McDonald's.
Oh, them, yeah.
Yeah, the American people, Hamburger Emporium, here in the centre of Northampton. I'm right in the market square at the moment, actually, with 40 lunatics, you know, who went down with Radio Air today.
Yeah, I heard them on the wireless this morning.
Well, we just went in there, and you know they don't serve you vinegar with the chips. They have not got any vinegar in the entire place.
What?
Not
Shock
a drop
horror
of vinegar.
probe?
So we
Dear
all
me.
have to eat chips without vinegar.
It's an MP job.
Dreadful. Dreadful.
MP job, I reckon.
Yes.
Are you going there again?
Oh, yes. We've had a wonderful day out. We really have.
What was the brewery
Well,
like?
hush it. Hang on a minute, Ross.
Yeah, sorry?
People are opening the door and messing around.
Oh, aren't they? Aren't they the same always? Yeah, who's that?
That's
Is Andy there?
Sorry, Andy Kershaw is here.
Yeah, is he on his back yet?
Not quite. Hang on. I think he's just vaguely coherent and sober. Hang on.
Yeah, give him another half hour. He'll soon be on.
Hello.
Hello, kid. How are you doing? All right?
I'm alright. Has it been a devil of a show?
It's been a little belter.
Well, we've had a flyer of a time down here too.
A flyer of a do, have you?
Yeah, we're just sort of assembling now in the city square, ready to catch the omnibus back to Leeds.
Yeah, who's going to do the roll call?
Well, we've got 1 or 2 hostesses on board who are more sober than we are.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to do the head count.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, fine.
It's been magic.
It's been magic, has it?
John Kirk says that it's like Disneyland without the fun, Northampton. It's great.
Listen, what time are you due?
Where's the £7 not to listen to Ross Dickinson? They're all shouting outside the phone
Oh,
box.
wonderful. Thank you. I'll see him when he gets back. What time are you due back here tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, in case there are any mums and dads listening
Yeah.
who are picking people up,
Right.
because I know we've got 1 or 2 youngsters with us, we'll be setting off in about 10 minutes, and it should take us about 2.5, 3 hours.
Right.
So if you want to say, sort of 3 hours from now, we should be back. They base it on that and then come down and pick them up at Radio Air.
That'll make it about 8:30.
Right. I'll tell you what, we're already taking bookings for the Max Kettle Andy Kershaw trip to Belgium, which we've decided is the next venture.
Oh, Belgium.
Belgium is the next one.
What's the attraction of Belgium?
Absolutely nothing. That's why we're going. Ditto Northampton.
I see, fair enough. Is Marty still there?
Yes, he is. Do you want another word?
Yeah, hand the phone down to him.
See you later, Ross.
Cheers, mate.
Hello, Ross. You still there?
Yes, just about.
Do you want the financial news?
In body. Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, we've not done too bad today. The pound's remained fairly steady throughout the day. Large quantities of lager have been purchased with the British pound down here in Northampton. And if anybody actually is going to Northampton for the holes this summer, you can use English money down here.
Right.
There's no problem. Just take the money, as long as you've got the documentation.
Yes,
I'm
I
told
see.
you have.
Did you have many passport problems?
No, through all the checks, no problem at all.
Yeah.
They accept English money. They speak English pretty
Really?
well, not quite the same as us, and you know, 1 or 2 of them could understand our
Yeah,
bit.
had a funny twang to it, huh?
Yeah, and we had a trip round the Carlsberg Lager factory.
Oh, good
which
stuff.
Was great, and they gave us a lot of free beer. So,
Yes, it sounds like it as well.
We've really enjoyed it. Do I sound a little... I don't, do I?
No, you sound follow all right, really.
Yes.
Considering.
Right. Anyway, Ross.
Yes.
Can I just say, I think you're doing a great show.
I love a liar.
Devil of a program.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, we've had a lovely day.
Yeah.
Want
Apparently.
to do it again tomorrow?
Well, I thought I was doing it Monday and Tuesday for you.
Yes, you are. That's
Take
right.
a couple of days off.
I will do, thank you.
Fair enough then. Martin, been a pleasure.
And you.
For you.
Sure.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you tomorrow, mate. Bye-bye now.
Any ideas?
4 tops.
4 tops. I think you gather that's wrong. Caller 2, any ideas?
Bucks Fizz.
Not Bucks Fizz. Caller 3, any ideas?
Dion Warwick.
Sorry, Dion Warwick?
Yes.
Caller 4.
Cliff Richard.
Sorry?
Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard?
Yes.
No. This is the sliver. Okay then, caller 5.
Adam and the Ants.
Adam and the Ants. Which particular track were you thinking of?
Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. I was bluffing. It wasn't even Adam and the Ants. Little sliver of music to identify on the Fast and Furious competition. Okay, now, caller number 1. Any ideas?
Rodney Franklin, The Grove.
Nope. Caller number 2.
Bucks Fizz.
Bucks Fizz. No. I think we had that round about 1:15. It was wrong then too. Caller number 3. Any ideas?
Is it Fiddler's Drum?
Fiddler's Dram. What, the day we went to Bangor?
Yeah.
I think he got the message. Caller number 4, I think. Caller number 4?
Cool and the Gang. Na, na, na.
Cool and the Gang. We had Cool and the Gang yesterday, you know.
Yeah, but it's still na, na, na.
No, it isn't. Caller number 5.
Strobes, I'm a Union Man.
The sliver in the Fast and Furious competition. Caller number 1. Any ideas?
Everly Brothers.
The who?
Everly Brothers.
Everly
I
Bro-
love.
What she said, the Buffalo Brothers. I must be going deaf here. This is the sliver. Caller number 2.
Joan of Arc, OMD.
I thought I'd let him down gently on that one. Caller number 3. Any ideas?
Imagination.
I think he got the message. Caller number 4. Any ideas?
Is it pop music by R.A. Scott?
Shame he's gone. Caller number 5. This is the sliver. Any ideas?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins? It isn't Phil Collins. If you know what it is, give us a call straight away on Leeds 455362. I'll chance. Caller number 1. Any ideas? Hello, caller number 1. Any ideas what it is? Caller number 1. I'll try you one more time.
Hello.
Hello, what is it, you reckon?
Madness, Our House.
It isn't Madness in Our House. Caller number 2.
Is it Down Under?
He's gone down under. Ho, ho, ho. Goes under even. Caller number 3.
U2 New Year's Day.
Caller 4.
Shaking Stevens.
Dear, dear. This is the sliver. Caller 5. Listen very carefully. Any ideas?
I've got 2 here. I'll pull for Eric Clapton and Jive.
What's the other one?
Hamilton Bohannon, Disco Stomp.
Tell you what, listen very carefully. That's for Eric Clapton. That's for Hamilton Bohannon. That's the sliver. And this is what it is. Japan. I second that emotion. Kick, kick.
Glen, Mike, Belmore here, and I'm on the A63 at Garforth. And I'm following a lad, OYG 655P. It's a really horrible green Ford Escort, a bit like the colour of the buses that they've changed them to. Do you remember when they were a nice green instead of this horrible colour? Well, that's the colour of this geezer's car. OYG 655P, nipping in and out of traffic like nobody's business. But never mind, he's got a Radio Air sticker, so he's won £3.62's worth of aniseed balls. Ownership documents down to Radio Air, OYG 655P. And before I go, I'd just like to wish all the best to Max Kettle, who I know is listening at this very moment, probably wishing he were dead, but feeling like it too. All the very best, Max. And I hope the bowels are all right. Probably wish you got shares in Andrex at the moment, don't you? Anyway, all the best to Max Kettle and Janet for later today. Right, that's it from me. And it's back to you, Mike. Ah, then, Mike. Billboard here, I'll tell you where I am. I'm where the A63 joins the A64. JNM 454N. It's a maroon Vauxhall Viver, just left here on the side of the road, really, because that's all you can do with a Vauxhall Viver. It's not as if you want to drive it, is it? Mind you see, I put it down to these unions, you see. I remember when they used to build decent cars, but now they're always on strike, greedy devils. If it were me, see, what I'd do is I'd shoot one of them. One of them union leaders. That's the way to treat them, and then the others would fall in line. But I've written to Mrs. Thatcher, but she's not replied yet, probably chewing it over. Probably wants to take credit for the idea herself. I don't blame her, but if you see one of them union Johnnies getting shot, then that was my idea. Anyway, JNM 454N, ownership documents down to Radio Air, because you won £3.62 worth of aniseed balls. Another star prize from Radio Air. Right, my voice is starting to go a bit this morning, Mike. So it's back to 60-minute flashback. Thank you. Then, Mike, Billboard here in Mill Lane, Carlton. And there's a lad here parked on the side of the road. It's a green Cortina with one of them fancy BC aerials on it. XYG 539L, lots of rust. XYG 539L. £3.62 worth of current bonds, old love, for having a Radio Air sticker on your front windscreen. Ownership documents down to Air and collect your star gift prize. Right, Mike, back in an hour's time. Who will it be? Stay tuned, dear listener. It could be you. And it's back to Hurley Valley. Then, Mike, you're right. Billboard here, and I'm in Bramley. UWU 465R. It's a woman in a brown alley grow, and she's edging out onto the traffic, and God help anyone who gets in her road. I think she's got these really big, thick glasses on. UWU 465R, woman in Bramley with a Radio Air sticker on her driver's window. I've not seen one of them. UWU 465R, ownership documents down to that there radio. You won £3.62 worth of current bonds. Right, that's it for this week, Mike, and it's back to 60-minute flashback.
Now, you went to Northampton with Mr. Kelner, did you not?
I did.
You have a good time?
It was a brilliant time.
So
and I'd like to say that, honest, it wasn't me that shouted, "Will you phone home?" from the back of the coach. Honest, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh, dear.
Now I know. Yes, now I know. I've got you marked, John.
All in fun. All in fun, Eric.
Of course, all right. Let me play it one more time, John, and then we'll see what you say this morning, all right?
Go on, then.
And I have it on good authority. You've been trying to bribe members of my staff this morning.
Yes, I did, yes. I promised to run off to Greenham Common with Alison, but she's not having any.
All right, listen carefully. This is it again.
With this lot particularly, I found no trouble at all.
There it is, John.
Mm.
Any ideas?
Well, if you'd said it wasn't an entertainer, I could say it was Ross Dickinson, but the wife, I'll blame her, and I don't think it's right. She says it's ready for... This is for you, the raspberry dear. She says it's Frank Muir, but I know she's wrong.
You're right, she's wrong. No, it's not Frank Muir, John.
Extremely difficult.
Yes, it is. It's a hard one, this one. I had to get my own back, you see.
I know you are, yeah.
Can we mention anybody for you?
Tonka Tonka Island is your imperial munificence, and not...
you in the grass skirt.
The correct way to ask your boss for a rise is, may I mention the matter of financial reimbursement, and not...
If you want to hang on to me, Squire, we're talking big bucks.
And the correct way to ask for a bottle of Pils is a bottle of Holsten Pils, please, bar person, not...
Give us a Pils, Grandad.
The original Pils is Holsten Pils, with the green foil top and yellow label. Remember, when you're ordering Pils, the Holsten is never silent. Family is good afternoon, your eminence, and not...
You foreign Nancy.
The correct way to ask a father's permission to marry his daughter is, "Sir, I respectfully ask for the hand of your fair daughter," not,
"If you've got the readies, Dad, I'll give it a go."
And the correct way to ask for a pils is, "A bottle of Holsten pils, please, bar person," not,
"Oi, paddock features, give us a pills."
Court judge is, "Good morning, Your Honour," and not,
"Hey up, you ain't curlers."
The correct way to ask a lady for a dance is, "May I have the pleasure of the next waltz?" Not,
"Are your legs working, you old ratbag?"
And the correct way to ask for a bottle of pils is, "A bottle of Holsten pils, please, bar person," not,
"Hey, cloth ears, give us a pills."
Is, "Good evening, Your Grace," not,
"Oi, you in the frock, get over here."
The correct way to address a policeman is, "Good afternoon, officer," not,
"Look out, if it ain't the old Bill."
And the correct way to ask for a pils is, "A bottle of Holsten pils, please, bar person," not,
"Oi, lightning, give us a pills."
"Farewell, Your Grace," and not,
"You in the tiara, on your bike."
The correct way to congratulate a bridegroom is, "Felicitations on your nuptials," and not,
"Oh dear, don't fancy yours much, son."
And the correct way to ask for a bottle of pils is, "A bottle of Holsten pils, please, bar person," and not,
"Give us a pills, fish face."
Again this week, by popular request, you morbid lot. That's Jim Caroll and people who died from about 1980, I think.
14 minutes after 5 o'clock, that's new music and World of Water. Caller 1.
Hello, Dick. Hello, Madness.
No, it isn't. Caller number 2.
Hold on tight, hello.
Someone's having a run of luck here today. Who's that?
David Bottrell.
David, well done. Have you got the record at home?
Yes.
Ah, I see. So there's no point in us sending you another copy of it?
No, not really.
Not really. Do you want to say hello to them before you go?
Anybody that knows me, any regulars at the Podger?
You're now... Any regulars at the where?
The Podger.
The Podger?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Garforth.
Garforth. What, you in there 5 nights a week, are you?
Round about that, yeah.
Shame. I hope you go on foot, he said. David.
Sorry?
Never mind, the line's cracking up. I'll say ta-ta anyway, and well done.
Okay, then.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye.
That's David from Garforth, and that was a sliver. It was ELA.
And he's taken several prominent citizens as hostages.
This looks like a job for the dynamic duo.
When you hear the squeal of the battlefield, look out, it's that man Robin on the trail of another desperate man. When they hear that sound, all the books around whisper, that man Robin, they get out of town as quickly as they can.
This is it. The Tickler's secret hideout. The dastardly fiend always returns here.
Look at all those people with pink faces, Batman. You think they've been drinking too much carrot juice, huh?
No, Robin. They're being tickled pink. Great Scott! What's that noise? We seem to be moving downwards.
You tumbled right into my tickling trap. Even as I speak, you're heading towards the dreaded tickling chamber.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes! I can see the headlines now. Batman and Robin tickled to death.
This looks like the end, old chum.
Don't worry, Robin. There's something here in my utility belt that just might save our capes.
When you hear the squeal of the Batmobile, look out, it's Batman and Robin on the trail of another desperate man. When they hear that sound, all the books around whisper, Batman and Robin, they get out of town as quickly as they can.
Here we are in the tickling chamber. Holy Holy buckshot! What are you throwing, Batman?
Simple pepper, Robin. It's the only thing the tickler's vulnerable to. I'm hurling it into the ventilation system. It can only be a matter of moments before... Let's get these citizens untied and out of here.
But Batman, the tickler's getting away!
Don't worry, Boy Wonder. He may have tickled his way out of jail, but he's going to sneeze himself right back in.
Holy pepper pots, Batman, you've done it again!
Yes!
When you hear the squeal of the Batmobile, the carrots, Batman and Robin, on the trail of another desperate man. When they hear that sound on a quick sound round, whisper, Batman and Robin, they get out of town as quickly as they can.
Okay, giving you long enough to get the eject button up. Good. Right, as long as you weren't taping that fruit bat. In fact, we got the final...
I want my good time up forever, maybe that's enough for me. So every time I take a flivver, I got my return journey. There's a girl, she's very okay, always fix me up with food. We make noise down by the yard and we so hoochie coochie too. Born adventure, I've been everywhere. Born adventure, it's a wide, wide place. Born Tom Roulette, maybe you don't care about where you go or about where you stay. My good friend, boy, he's a friend, yeah, he's a boy and he's a face. And his attitude is that we can't walk around any place. We don't get in by the window, we got tickets and his pays. And we make our loot, all skanking right in the front way. Born adventure, I've been everywhere. Born adventure, it's a wide, wide place. Born Tom Roulette, maybe you don't care about where you go or about where you stay. I don't run and I don't hide when I run from you. I don't run and I don't hide, making sure I'm up tonight. Never rain and never hide, blue, blue, blue. Never run, never hide, know which way is up tonight. Born adventure, I've been everywhere. Born adventure, it's a wide, wide place. Born Tom Roulette.
Well, while you were enjoying that fabby sound from Live Boy Awake, Bonaventure, I was listening to what was going on in the studio next door. The unofficial jingle department are making a brand new Ross on Your Radio promotion in there. I don't know where they're talking at the moment. Are you there next door?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
here.
they're there.
Yeah, we're here.
They're there next door. They're doing a quick yip dang dong and diddly do. It's Ross on Your Radio saying how the devil are you. Is that about it?
What? Oh, great. Like you wouldn't believe.
Do it quick, just up to the...
Yep, dang dong. Diddly do. Here's Ross on Your Radio to say how the devil are you.
Oh, magnificent. Thank you very much.
Down from last week's number 1 to this week's number 2 for Bonnie Tyler. And a total...
F.R. David and Words. Play that one especially for Diana this afternoon. 17 minutes to 1.
If you'd like to step this way into a Miller home, that's it. Now, you can always sense the style, quality. And of course, here in the West Park Grove development, a Miller home's not only a beautiful, detached, award-winning architect design.
We would like to know one thing.
Husband and golfery, round hay course is just a swing away. Sorry, you were going to say?
Yes, my wife and I...
Of course, is a Miller home expensive?
Well, actually, yes.
It's a fair deal every time. There's a free 3-year redundancy protection. Now, what's the question?
A marvellous Miller home, West Park Grove, Roundhay, Leeds. The show home opens 12 till 5 every day.
Roll up, roll up, roll up to the fantastic Carpetland Spring Carpet Fair. See the amazing triple chance offers. 3 carpets, all the same price. Only $1.99 a square yard. Essex Broadloom, Atlas Cord and Ascot, all only £1.99. Plus hundreds of other low-priced carpets around the store. Roll up, how do they do it? Carpetland Carpet Centres at the Airside Centre, Leeds, and Doncaster Road, Wakefield. They're open all over the holiday. Roll up your carpet and take it away.
Hello there. Price Low here again, with lots more low prices from your local Granway store. Prices like these.
Super summer savings, that's what. £1 ye old oak ham, 84p. 12 ounces shift corned beef, 69p. 11 ounce jar Branston pickle, 39p. Half a pint of St Ivel fresh double cream, 79p. 80 fresh brew tea bags, 96p. £2 pack Cape Granny Smiths, 55p. Grandways.
Where everything is right on your doorstep. Listen to Radio
Right, it's 1:15, Peter here. Thanks a lot for your company. Just a reminder, we've had a few phone calls asking where the dog show and the pony show is. Well, it is actually the Rothwell Lions and Leo's Gala this afternoon at Springhead Park in Rothwell. If you want to trip out, and everything's going ahead despite it not being a marvellous day. Horse and pony show as well, BMX rides, a dog show, gymnastics, Punch and Judy, and also the Radio Air Road Show will be there as well. And as we've gathered over this last week, the very popular Peter Tate will be there in Rothwell this afternoon. Chance for you to meet him in person. Right, 14 minutes to 1. This is Jane Fricky, a lot of my country record here called Tell Me a Lie.
This is Air.
I'm Jack. I see you are still having no luck catching me.
This tape convinced the police they were onto the Ripper.
Good Lord, you are no nearer catching me now than 4 years ago when I started.
They were wrong. They interviewed the real Ripper 9 times and let him go.
I reckon your boys are letting you down.
What went wrong on the Yorkshire Ripper inquiry? Chief Constable Gregory ran it. At last he can tell the real story, but only in the Mail on Sunday.
Yours, Jack the Ripper.
Radio Air, first for news.
What do those songs have in common? The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was